why is everything a subscription? Streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, food services like DoorDash, DashPass, like Uber One, internet services like NordVPN, creator services like Canva, gaming services like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold, cinema services like Cinemark Movie Club and AMC Stubs, storage services like iCloud, and the list goes on. Everything is a subscription, and we need to talk about it. I'm just waiting for the day that we walk outside and the government charges us $1 a month just to breathe some fresh air. I'm just saying, let's get started. Americans spend on average $219 a month on subscriptions, according to the Motley Fool. That's over $2,500 every single year. That's a lot of money. And according to CNBC, we spend on average $133 over each month on subscriptions that we don't use or just need in general. That's about 42% of people that have an active subscription right now, right at this very moment, that they forget that they're paying for or just don't need it at all. That's almost half of us. But what exactly is a subscription-based model and how does it work? A subscription-based model is when a company offers a product or service on a recurring basis. Usually it's for a set fee every single month, but it may be a weekly fee, bi-weekly fee, every 3 months, maybe once a year. It depends on what the subscription model is. But this can also be just about anything. This can be a streaming service like Netflix, where you just pay every single month for your Netflix membership and you get access to thousands of movies and TV shows. Or it could be something like Birchbox, where you pretty much get a box of goodies every single month that you may be interested in. Personally up to you, just like it's personally up to whoever wants to sign up for all of these different streaming services or subscriptions in general. Of course, one of the main benefits of a subscription-based model is the convenience of it. You don't have to go out and repurchase something consistently over time. You can simply sign up for that subscription, and then you will overall be charged every single month or every single given time you need to be charged to receive that product or service that you may need. So it definitely has its convenience factor locked in. There is also typically an option to cancel, so that means you can sign up for different types of subscription services depending on what you're trying to shop for and test things out as you go along. So you don't have to stick with one particular thing. You don't have to go out and buy and spend a lot of money for one single product. You might be able to try something out for about $9.99 a month, figure out that it's not for you, cancel it, and go and try something else out without spending all the money. So like I said, it has its benefits. But we all know that there's pros and cons to just about everything in life, and of course, subscriptions are no different. And in this case, there's two major flaws that I see when it comes to subscription-based models. The first flaw is that there are simply too many subscription-based models out here for everything that we're using, that we're needing in life. And the other reason is that pretty much you can't go out and buy certain things outright anymore. You have to go through a subscription-based model, which may cost you more money in the long run. It may save you money in the short term, but in the long run, if you continuously use a subscription and you were able to buy something outright before that you can't do anymore, then you're going to end up spending more money than you ever have spent, maybe possibly paying for a subscription for your entire life, which sounds like a lot of money because it is a lot of money. There's even proposed subscriptions out here for car brands trying to charge you to have air-conditioned seats. Something that comes with the car, they're trying to charge you a monthly fee for. You already bought the car, you already have air-conditioned seats, but you're still going to pay for a monthly subscription to have access to your air-conditioned seats. Make it make sense. It's 2023, come on. Regardless of some of these scamming car companies, a perfect example I want to mention today is a little known company known as Adobe. Adobe offers creatives like myself as a YouTuber or like somebody else that may be a videographer, a photographer, or whatever. They offer creatives tons of different software that they can use in their personal life and in their business life to overall help them when it comes to creating products or services for whatever they may need the products or services for. A major software that Adobe created and own, of course, is Photoshop. If you don't know what Photoshop is, definitely look it up, but it's pretty much a photo editing software. You can do a lot with Photoshop. It's a very cool platform, and you used to be able to buy Photoshop outright for about $600. $600 is not cheap by any means, but overall, the amount of value you got for that $600, especially if you use Photoshop, was fine. Paying that one-time fee for your entire life was great, and now you simply can't do that anymore thanks to subscription-based models. If you want to get Photoshop now you have to get something known as the Adobe Creative Cloud. The Adobe Creative Cloud allows you to get different types of subscriptions such as Lightroom and other services and products that they may offer, but overall, if you just want Photoshop, you're going to be paying about $21 a month to simply have access to Photoshop, one software that you used to be able to just buy outright for $600. Now you may say, well, Mike, That's not that bad. 21 bucks a month. I get to test out Photoshop. I get a little free trial, about 7 days. So it's not that bad. You know, in the short term, I'll be saving money, especially if I'm only using Photoshop for maybe 1 to 2 years. And you're absolutely right. You would be saving money if you were using Photoshop for 1 to 2 years. But if you use Photoshop for pretty much over 2.5 years, about 30 months straight, and you continue to use Photoshop throughout past that point, pretty much, especially as a creative or as a photographer or whatever you may need it for, those people are probably going to use Photoshop 5, 6, 10, maybe their entire business lifetime, which could be 20, 30, 50 years. You're going to be paying $21 every single month for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years. And if you're doing that, then you're giving Adobe way more than $600. Just saying. So depending on your use case pretty much determines how much money will be spent. It just sucks that we don't have the option to buy Photoshop outright anymore, or some of these other platforms outright anymore, and we have to go with the subscription-based model, which will cost us more money in the long term as long-term users. It sucks that we had to go down this route, and it also sucks that we are pretty much pushing towards a streaming or subscription-based model when it comes to a lot of products and a lot of services that we're dealing with in 2023 and beyond. And I also didn't mention a lot of them that I personally use on a daily or monthly basis that I have live right now. So when it comes down to actual subscription models, or I guess streaming models, for me, I have a Netflix account, I have a Hulu account, I have an HBO Max. Already that's about $30 a month, something like that. I have Disney Plus. I used to have a streaming service, or I guess a subscription-based service, where you get bottles of cologne every single month. I used to do that, canceled that. I used to have HelloFresh, which is another subscription-based model that you pay for every month as well, or I think actually every week, and that's pretty expensive as well. And the list pretty much just goes on. It just goes to show that money is going to add up really quick if you're not being careful on what you're actually signing up for, and also not canceling it if you're not using it. It's just that simple. So what is the point of this video? The point of this video is to overall bring light to the situation of what type of world we're living in right now when it comes to a subscription-based model, and focus on your finances to make sure you're not overpaying or pretty much just paying for services that you don't need. So however you track your finances, it does not matter. However you track them, though, you can either go on your bank account, you can go and look into your budgets, or you can download some apps to help track your subscriptions for you. I'll mention some of them in a second. But overall, track your finances, track your subscriptions to make sure you're not overpaying, because it looks like on average, we're paying about an extra $133 every single month on subscriptions where either we don't need or we're not using. So this is the beginning of the year, it's 2023. Track your finances, find out what you need, what you're not using, save some money. You can put more of that money into the stock market. You can put more of that money into going on vacation. You can put more of that money towards doing whatever you want to do, because it's your money. So take care of yourself and do just that. If you need help tracking your finances or budgeting in general, I made a whole budgeting playlist on the channel right now. The link will be right up there, so check that out. But if you have any other budgeting type of questions or any really personal finance questions, I'm Dollar Mike. If you don't know, you know now. And I pretty much make personal finance content here on YouTube. So you're interested in that, that's saving, budgeting, credit cards, all that kind of good stuff. It's covered right here on the channel. So if you're interested, like this video for sure, and like more, and check out the other ones that I've already made in the past to see more content like it. But regardless, budgeting, the link will be right up there for the portfolio, or not the portfolio, the playlist, because we're only doing one take. And other than that, if you want some apps to go ahead and help you track your subscriptions, and also some apps that will actually cancel your subscriptions if you're not using them, or even negotiate some of your bills, then I have a couple on the list right here. The first one that I use personally to track all of my finances is the Mint app. The Mint app is 100% free. I don't pay for the Mint app at all. And it tracks all my finances, all my investments, savings, checking accounts, and anything else, like pretty much loans that I have, all covered into one single app. I love it. If you want a full-blown breakdown on the Mint app, let me know, and I'll make a full-blown video talking just about it. Past that, the Bobby app will help you track your subscriptions, and also if you want to use an app known as Rocket Money, it used to be formerly known as Truebill, but now it's Rocket Money. That'll also track your subscriptions as well, and also provide you with just personal finance tips that you may need or you may want to help you live a better financial life. And that's exactly what we need to be doing in 2023 and beyond, because like I said, if you got more money for yourself, you can do whatever you want to do with it, and that's pretty much it. And you're going to save that money by not paying for all these subscriptions that you might have right now. In the end, your decision to go with a subscription-based model for whatever you need as far as a product or service is personally up to you, and you need to manage that on your personal need type of basis. I can't tell you what to get. I can't tell you what to cancel. You have to go about it and do whatever you need to do with to go ahead and handle that. But what I can tell you is that try to save some money and try to cancel the ones that you're not need, or that you don't need, or you're not using currently, because why not? Like I said, all that money is going to go back to you right in that bank account, and you can do whatever you want to do with it. And that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this quick little insight talking about a subscription-based world, then definitely drop this video with a like. It'll be greatly appreciated. And it's one of the best things that you can do for the channel, so I greatly appreciate it myself. Thank you very much. I'll catch you guys in the next video. We're going to be talking about some inflation proofing, how you can combat inflation. I talked about it previously in 2023, but you'll catch another one of those videos later on this week. So I'll catch you in that video. I'm out. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay positive. Stay hydrated. Dollar Mike. Peace.